There's various avenues in which we try and reach youth and families to improve the quality of them never entering a formal system again. What we see a lot is, in our community specifically, is we see youth that are carrying a lot. So, sometimes it's emotional things, sometimes it's physical needs, sometimes it's economic barriers, sometimes it's familial things. So it's not necessarily all just a youth, going out and acting out in any particular way, but it's a response to their environment. And usually they're engaging in these behaviors for a reason. Any youth that participates in teen court and successfully completes any formal charges, any charges are dismissed. So no formal charges, since it's a pre-adjudicated program. So what we tend to see, though, is, again, sometimes it's peer pressure and sometimes it's a response to stuff that's going on in their world that they don't know how to verbally express yet. Misdemeanor offenses and any issues that a family may be having that they want support for, we do accept self-referrals as well. The teen court process, the actual court process, is run by youth. We have youth volunteers from different schools within the community that come, and they, pretty much do every role of the courtroom. So that's from judge to bailiff to sentencing to jury room management. So they pretty much run the teen court process, the physical court process. And our defendants or our participants that go through the program, they get to, go before a whole gallery of people and let people know why they're there and get feedback from their peer jury members. So it's actually a really, really awesome experience to see. On misdemeanor court nights, we actually do have an adult judge that presides. And so there's that interaction, and all of our teen attorneys are trained by attorneys here in town. So they've had some practice before they actually are able to operate in the courtroom. Our jury members are actually our defendants. So when they go to court and they get sentenced, they're actually sentenced to jury duty nights as well, which makes for a really interesting scene, because the next week when they come to court, they're no longer the defendant, they're now a juror, and they get to hear other kids' cases as they come through the program. They know the pressure of going before their peers and before an audience of adults. And so I think, and it also helps them think like, hey, I'm not alone in this. There's other kids that are going through similar things as I am. I think it's really important just to touch on a little bit the contributing factors to the criminal behavior in itself. So in teen court, every client that comes through an assessment is done. And for that assessment, what we're looking for is any of the barriers that are getting in the way of them being their best, and hoping to provide resources and supportive services to engage that youth and that family so that they never enter the system again. There's a referral basis. We receive referrals from the schools, from juvenile probation, from municipal court, from magistrate court, or like I said, a self-referral. So someone that's saying, hey, a parent I need help. I'm seeing some behaviors in my child that I don't know what to do about. And we come alongside that family to assist however we can. We meet with our public school systems on a monthly basis. So every single school that refers to our program, we meet with their wellness team on a monthly basis to just see what they're seeing. What behaviors are you noticing? What improvements? How are grades doing? How are family interactions? That way we can, again, hone in on what those barriers are to get the best outcome. And so it really does have to be a partnered approach in order to get the outcome that we want. I think initially when you hear the word teen court, you think, oh, I'm going to court and I'm going to be sentenced to this or that. But I think it's much more meaningful than that. I think what we're doing here is really trying to change a direction of not just a youth, but a family. So I think the initial response is like, oh, what is this going to be about? But ultimately, we get really positive feedback from our youth and families that participate and engage in this program fully. One of our participants described their experience as, I see that I want to be a better person and I want to do better for myself first. We have one from a parent. This is the only program, including therapy, that my child has said was helpful, that he felt safe and not judged. It was the first time in 5 years that I've also felt like something helped. So we get, feedback like this is ongoing on all the different programmings that we provide to the community. But like I said, I think a lot of this is just making the kids rethink and question, like, are these the best choices, or do I have the opportunity to make better choices? A lot of our programs, I feel, are aimed towards, again, the family system, because we can work with the youth all day long one-on-one, but if we send them back to a broken home and a broken system, nothing will change. So we really have to start addressing the system, the family, the school, wherever this environment that's creating these behaviors is, and start working and putting work there and seeing if we can get the outcomes that we'd want to see. Often what we do is, after a program is done, we will choose a youth that went through that program to come back in and mentor the youth and families going through the program again. They've had prior experience, they know what to expect, and they are also youth, we select youth that are able to tap in emotionally to other families as well. So we bring our youth and our families back in to come alongside other parents going through the same process they've just completed. I believe we have a ton of community partners here in Santa Fe County. We partner closely with the schools, with juvenile probation, magistrate court, behavioral health agencies. I think the partnerships are endless. We have tons, and we're really fortunate here that we have access to those, and our youth have access to those resources. Santa Fe Teen Court is part of a larger network. The New Mexico Teen Court Association is an association of teen courts across the state, and so we get together on a quarterly basis, networking purposes, improving whatever processes we have, and just giving each other feedback on operations and policies. Also, the Global Youth Justice, we were listed as on their top 100 websites. We are number 5, and also the New Mexico Teen Court Association was listed as well. You can visit our website at santafecountynm.gov/teencourt or contact our office at 505-995-9555.